careful now. I don't know why I bother guarding horrible people. I've never felt so happy.
Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven, aka Storm. We are not quite moving just yet, just getting things set up. Thank you for joining the stream if you're in the chat. I really look forward to talking to some people, hopefully as we explore the new zone of Skyrim. I've actually already done quite a bit of exploring there on my own time, so it's actually quite a bit of fun. So. Emptying out the extra stuff. Thank goodness. I almost accidentally sold that. Oh, thank goodness I got that back. Whew. That was almost bad.
Drink up. Forget your troubles.
Supposed to be a letter from Lyris Titanborn around here somewhere. I'm trying to see if I can't locate it. But I don't seem like I can find it.
It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
You don't win until you swallow every last bit of that food.
I thought it was bad for Sorbern.
I could eat more than all these contestants combined. They dishonor the king with his poor showing.
Alright, let's get rolling. Time to head to Solitude. Oh, that's cool. Blackreach Mizark Cavern. This is the main cavern that you see in Skyrim. That's really cool. That's the Greymore Caverns. That's the Mizark Caverns. So, can you go from the Mizark Caverns to the Greymore Caverns? Ooh. I smell an experiment. Not today, but eventually. Western Skyrim. That's not lore about Western Skyrim? I was hoping to be lore about Western Skyrim. And per the vote that I got from the person who's most likely going to be viewing this, we're not going to jump straight into the main quest today. We're going to go ahead and do some. We're going to go ahead and do some of the side quests in the area. Not that one. That's for the trial. So I'm not really interested in doing that one right now because there's no way I'm going to be doing a trial, and I don't know if people will be okay with me streaming doing a trial. I'll have to talk to the guild and see if they're willing to cooperate with me. Okay, so I wonder, are Argonians warm-blooded or cold-blooded? Could you, if they're cold-blooded, this would probably kill Reewish to swim in this water, but even wearing the fur-lined armor, it wouldn't be good for him. Alright, so we're going to head and grab Stormhawk's altar first. That's going to be the closest thing to us. It's going to be an objective. And there's also a quest up here too. We will get that in just a second. Let me grab this altar first, because I forgot to get this altar the last time I took this quest and had to run back and get it another day. There we go. Radiant Raiment is now open. Is this the same Radiant Raiment that's in Skyrim? It's possible. Sir Deckhand.
You there? Please, I need help. I didn't think I'd find anyone out here in this frozen wasteland. You, my friend, are a glorious sight.
What are you doing out here by yourself?
I'm part of the crew from the merchant ship Silver Cormorant. The snows overtook us and trapped us in the ice. Now our shipmates are missing and we're out of food. I went looking for both. Please, I can't go on. The frost will take my toes soon.
How can I help?
If we just had some meat, we could last a few more days, I'm sure. I tried to kill a horker earlier, but my hands were frozen, and I dropped my hunting knife. Please, my crewmates will starve to death if help doesn't come soon.
I'll find some meat for your crew.
I'll head back to the ship. I'm no good to anyone if I lose my toes. I'm glad you came along when you did. Hopefully you can help get us out of this mess.
Where will I find your ship?
Not far. She's still afloat, but she's trapped in the ice. It was a nightmare. Clear one moment, then the sky grew dark. The snow howled like a beast. The ice. Black ice. I didn't know water could freeze up that fast.
Why did your crew send you out here?
It was a last resort. It was either send someone out into the cold or just sit there and accept our fate. Someone had to try. Not that I've done anything out here other than freeze my arse off.
Alright, I'll help you. This is why you need to be better prepared. If you're going to come to Skyrim, you should dress for Skyrim weather, which is why I'm wearing Frostcaster armor, which is covered in fur to help keep me warm. Okay, so that meat didn't count as meat. That meat will. Okay, we're at 4 or 5. We just need one more piece of meat. You'll do. There we go. Now we'll head out to the Silver Cormorant. Bunny. I'm trying to remember what this barrow is for. I know it's something in Skyrim, but I can't remember exactly what it was used for in Skyrim. Oh, there's nothing more I love in the summer than walking through Skyrim. Bears! Mammoth. I do not wish you to fight, Mammoth. I wonder if I would have gotten all the meat at once if I'd killed a mammoth. Oh, Oh, it's a baby polar bear. I don't want to kill them. I'm going to try to go around. I'd rather not have to make an orphan of that poor little cub. Look at it. It's so adorable. And look at these fat, lazy bastards here. I mean, just look at them. They will not attack you. They just sit there and they roll. You fat, lazy horker. Like, seriously. Like, horkers in Skyrim, they already would have gone up all in my business. And they would have been like, oh, no, you didn't come up in my area. Oh, no, I'm a horker. I'm going to mess you up, son. And believe it or not, on the higher difficulties, a horker really can mess you up. Much as some people probably don't want to believe it, a horker will mess you up, son. I've actually used horkers to grind the block skill in Skyrim. Just sat there and blocked their blows repeatedly to grind up my block skill. It was actually pretty... And then I started using a polar bear after I got strong enough that the horker wasn't doing much anymore.
Be welcome. Blade's Edge, this is incredible. This meat will see us through the next few days. Longer if we're careful. Thank you, friend. Now that we're not in danger of starving, we need to find our missing crew members.
Who's missing?
4 of our crew were taken from the ship in the night by some kind of beast. All fur and fangs. It hit us after dark, so none of us got a good look. The captain and first mate went to look for them earlier this morning and never returned.
What do you think happened to them?
I fear the beast got to them. Or worse, they're lost in this damn storm and slowly freezing to death. You've helped us once already. Do you think you could search for them? I still have injured people to take care of aboard the ship.
I'll see if I can find your captain and crew.
Last we saw the captain and Drixon, they were following tracks due east.
Do you have any idea what took your crew members?
Not really. Most everyone on the ship has a different opinion. Only thing we can agree on is that it was big, real big. But it was dark. None of us could get a good look. I know I heard snarling. That's about it.
Could it have been a bear?
No. It was larger than that. Smarter, too. No bear could have gotten up onto the deck and stolen our people from their cots like that.
What's your business in Solitude?
Just trading. We came from Rihad and Hammerfell. It's too bad we weren't bringing food. I would have gladly paid for the lost merchandise if it kept my people alive for a little while longer.
Yeah, that's a good point. Alright. Where is the... Oh, there it is. I was going to say. Before we continue with the quest, there's a little side thing I want to grab over here. Oh, I don't remember seeing you in here last time. The purpose of that item will become more apparent later on in the story when we actually get to Solitude, but needless to say, it's something I want to go ahead and grab now and I have to go back and grab later. Quit making a fuss, you horkers.
I didn't think anyone would ever find me out here. If not for you, I'd be a frozen corpse in a few hours. Captain Mavok and I left the Cormorant together. tracking a monstrous beast. It was pulling a cart stacked with corpses. And some of our crew fear. Once we got close, we realized it wasn't some horrified monster. Just a Khajiit. Big one.
Did you confront this Khajiit?
Tried to. The thing tossed me like a rag doll and knocked the captain out cold. Threw him on the cart and hauled him straight into the blizzard. I'm too weak to fight, but I can still accompany you to find my people. I saw which way the beast went.
Let's go find your captain and crew.
We have to find Captain Mava.
Worker. Look at you, you lazy,
Blizzard. It's getting worse. This must be the camp. Keep an eye out, Captain.
Look at this big old Khajiit. Oof. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm trying to find the thing that we're supposed to do. There we go. Use Friendwind's Xanakick. Use Friendwind's amulet to protect you from the storm while you search for fresh bodies, but take care not to lose it. Locations to search: recently icebound merchant ship along the ice shelf south of the stronghold. Items to acquire: humanoid corpses, 1 wolf corpse, 1 Argonian corpse. Return to my workshop beneath Vergris Hollow with these items, or don't return at all. Maxton for it. So, you don't count Argonians as humanoid, you racist piece of garbage.
But that amulet, I wonder if it's around here somewhere.
That does explain why that he attacked me so quickly, because I am an Argonian. Warm satchel.
That amulet, it almost seems like it's calming the blizzard.
It is. It's calming the blizzard. Okay.
Look up the hill. Those ruins were hidden by the storm. Is that Vergla Hollow?
Alright, let's do this. This ancient ruin in the icy waste of the frozen coast has long held a reputation for being cursed and haunted. What truly lies at the heart of the Vargas Hollow may never be known, as the unnatural cold makes approaching the place next to impossible. Let's turn up the heat. Well, I got here late to the party again. Well, darn it, I didn't get to do a whole lot there. Here, I'm going to let these guys go ahead and for a minute or two. Let them get a good distance from me so that way I don't have to compete with them for enemies to fight. Just give it 2 minutes and then I'll proceed forward. So I'd rather not share the boss fight with them because it ruins my immersion.
What's become of you?
He's frozen. Nope, that didn't work, sorry.
Mamdahan was our cook. What did that monster do to him?
Turned him into an ice sculpture, by the looks of it. That's much better than what I have been doing.
You are not Zanic. Should I assume that you are here to kill me? Sends a chill.
Use amulet.
That ice doesn't look natural. Did it? The amulet destroyed the ice.
Perhaps
And-
I deserve death. I destroy as easily as I create. I taint that which I love.
What's Marine? No! This must be Maxton's doing.
We have to stop Maxton.
But fret not. Your people serve a higher purpose now. I have given them life anew.
Darn it, Maxton.
Turga! No! Gods.
Maxton, I fear that there will always be a part of me that loves you. Perhaps that makes me a fool. Perhaps someone stronger or smarter than me would have left you sooner. Someone else might have seen you for what you really were before falling in love with you. But here I am instead. It has taken me too long to reach this point. I have suffered too much at your hands. What you've done to me, whether intended or not, is unforgivable. Worse yet, it does not seem to have made you come to your senses. I know these words will likely fall on deaf ears, but I will write them anyway. Your work has nothing to do with mercy or saving lives. You tamper with forces you can never understand, and they are corrupting you. That you could conduct such foul and profane rituals on unwilling subjects, on living people, is repulsive. Perhaps you've always known this. Have you been waiting for this? Do you willingly accept the monstrous things you've become? I suppose it doesn't matter. If you're reading this, then I am already gone. Do not follow me. Do not come looking for me. Make no mistake, Maxton, there's a part of me that wishes that will always love you. I wish I could cut that part out. If I could set it aflame, I would. Frenwen. So the amulet belongs to Frenwen, who is the lover of the person doing this. And she left her because of what she was doing. Perhaps we'll meet Frenwen as we go along through this DLC. I say that as if I don't already know what's going to happen. Oh, that looks familiar. Okay. We'll get back to what we're doing.
I will not let my shame snuff out the power I have wrought. I must finish my work.
Sorry, Maxton. I have unfortunate news, but this ends here.
Behold the frost focus, the font of my creation. Why do you refuse my gifts? Why does no one understand the beauty of what I offer?
Is this about Frenwen?
I give life where there was none. I breathe fire into frozen hearts.
Did you say fire? Because the battle lizard would be happy to oblige.
A moment now. I need to see the scar.
Did it, Fred. Meet us back at the ship.
I will after I have dealt with Maxton. And it ends. She died asking for Fred and Wynn's forgiveness, but I still don't know if she was serious or not. All right. A saber cat and a wolf standing side by side and not fighting each other. That is weird.
After we resupply and get ourselves out of this ice.
We're all humbled by your help, stranger. It's good to know there's still good people in this accursed world.
My savior. I apologize for running off like that, but I had to ensure my crew was safe. I'm glad you're here now. The Silver Cormorant owes you a great debt, stranger.
How is everyone handling the loss of your crew members?
Our dead will be missed dearly. We'll make sure they have a proper funeral after all is said and done. This crew was family. We mourn together, but we endure together too. You've given us the luxury to do both.
The storm has stopped. You should be safe now.
Looks that way, thanks to you. With any luck, we might even be able to salvage the Cormorant. She's a fine ship. Please, take this. I wish I had more to give. When the last of my blood thaws, I'll start chipping away at the ice myself. I'm sure the Cormorant is as eager to be free as her crew is.
How do you feel?
Better, now that I'm not in danger of turning into one of those frozen thralls. I was halfway there when you and Brigson showed up. Thought I was done for. That woman was a terror.
You mean Maxton?
Is that her name? Doesn't matter. I'm just glad she's gone. There was such darkness in her eyes. Pain, too. Bone-deep pain. It was eating her up. I could feel it even as I stood there, freezing to death.
What will you do now?
Free the Silver Cormorant from the ice and assess her damage. It'll take some doing to get her free, but this crew isn't averse to hard work. In the meantime, I sent a few of them to Morthal to gather supplies.
Will you be able to survive in the meantime?
Now that the storm has settled and my crew hardened, we're much better equipped to handle the delay. Supplies from Morthal will help too. We've gotten through the worst of it. Now the only way to move is forward.
Very well, Captain. It's good to hope to see you guys again sometime.
That the bodies of those we lost won't be committed to the sea. But I know they would want us to carry on. Know that we have a fighting chance. Thank you, Wayfarer. The ship and crew owe you their lives.
Alright, I'm on my way. Farewell, friends. We're heading south to Morthal. Ah, Morthal. The last time we visited you in Skyrim, you were being plagued by vampires. I wonder what you're being plagued by this time. Because, come on, it's an Elder Scrolls game. If people could handle their own problems, there'd be no point in playing the game, would there? I mean, look at these Horkers. Like, these Horkers need someone to fight for them. A champion for the fat, lazy Horkers. Look at you, you fat, lazy walrus. Look at the waste run. And a world boss, but I doubt there'll be enough people over there to take a stab at it. I mean, I'll take a look while I'm over here, but I seriously doubt it's going to have anyone over here enough to even take a stab at attempting it. Oh, there's one player over there. I mean, with 2 players here, we might be able to do it. If this individual isn't, no, this individual is leaving, so no, we're gonna nope out of this one. So. Frozen Coast Way Shrine acquired. Alright, now we head south towards Morthal. Silly skeever. There's a harrow storm in the distance. Huh, she's not here. I guess unless you're on one of the 2 quests that starts with her, she's not at this place. Go for poison. If you're the sorry bastard that stole my property, welcome to the end of your miserable life. The poison works fast. I may be a simple fisherman, but I know how to kill a lousy thief. Of course, if you're not the unlucky snowback that choked on my little trap here, bring this note to the docks in Morthal. If you have any information about who or what stole my goods, I'll pay you. I'll pay Angunar. Well, I can't say, hey, welcome to the stream. Good to have you with us today. I mean, there are trolls everywhere. Not that I'm adverse to fighting trolls, I just don't particularly want to fight them right this moment. Oh, this poor, so they killed this poor little lynx.
Careful not to disturb the fish, stranger. Hard enough to catch them as is. But even when I manage, they get stolen anyway. I'm sick of feeding thieves. I can barely feed my family.
I found this note. Is it yours?
Yes, that's mine. It smells awful. Looks like something may have swallowed it. I guess that was the point. Where did you find it?
Found it next to a dead Norn woman.
I'd hoped it was a wild animal. I'm sorry for whoever it was. But I didn't have a choice. My family is the most important thing to me. I won't let them starve if some thief makes off with a full belly.
At least you know what happened to your goods now.
Yes, I do. Thanks to you. You've likely ensured my family will survive the winter. Thank you. Here, take this. I know it's not much, but I can't let you walk away empty-handed. Thanks again. You've given me a sliver of hope in these dark times. I can't wait to get out on the water again. I'm much more inclined to fish now that I know I get to keep what I catch.
What will you do now?
Well, now that I know what the problem is, I've got an advantage. Smartest thing to do would be to save up some more money and do my best to safeguard my wares. Provided the fish keep biting, at least.
Yeah, it's understandable. I can't blame him for what he did. I honestly cannot blame him for what he did. The person was robbing his family of their food, and fishing is his livelihood. He can't afford to let somebody get away with his livelihood.
Wolves of ice and bone attacked Brune, my lady, and he saw ghosts.
Ghosts? Nonsense. Get him to the inn and I'll do what I can.
Come on, let's warm you up.
M'lady?
The rubes and oaks that reside in this town see spooks under every fish barrel. Normal animal attacks become works of supreme evil in their minds. My husband and I have too much on our plate to spend time investigating every wolf fight.
Animals are attacking people?
Yes, apparently so. Wolf packs sometimes migrate to the outskirts of Morthal. Occasionally they will attack a lone merchant traveling the road after dark. Easy prey for them, perhaps. But now a pack targeted some farmhands. Curious.
Why would wolves attack farmhands?
Some livestock I could see, but this is unusual. No doubt there's a drunken truth behind the story. Certainly not icy undead as Brune tells it. Would you care to look into it for me? I could pay you, obviously.
I can investigate the farm for you.
I hope you demonstrate more sobriety in your report than what I've grown used to since arriving in Morthal. You'll find me attending to Brune's injuries over at the Whispering Axe when you return.
You don't believe in the supernatural?
Oh, one can't live in this world without encountering a stray specter. Seeing chains drop from the sky changes what we accept as normal.
That is true.
And magic impacts all our lives, of course.
But you don't think these attacks are like that?
Let's say I'm skeptical. The people of
Hey, Joe.
Morthal spend their days fishing, cutting logs, and drinking. They don't leave town, and outsiders don't visit. Spreading wild tales is what passes for entertainment here.
Stories such as?
Last week, Bandor accused Invisible Reeker of stealing his beard comb. The mill ceased operation completely while the town searched for holes in the ground where he might be hiding. We found it in the stables where he'd been grooming the horses.
Who's your husband?
Redharn, the Jarl of Morthal. He watches over our little village. Before I arrived here to marry him, I thought it would be something like from a bard's song. Morthal disappointed. But Redharn is a good man. I am proud to stand by his side.
You're not originally from Morthal?
Gods, no. I hoped my diction would show that. Perhaps I've lived here long enough to adopt their backwards speech. I came from Solitude originally. My father was a wealthy merchant who needed access to Morthal's lumber. Thus, my wedding.
It was an arranged wedding, I see. Let's go to the farm. So hey Joe, how you doing? How's your episode of Supergirl?
Hey, you! Come over here before those... Are you mad? Don't step foot anywhere near that farm. Those bone wolves will rip you apart, limb from limb. They turned everyone there into zombies.
Bone wolves.
My Moloch's nethers, what else would you call them? Felt like just a normal day of working the field. Then a freak storm blows in. Heard whispers on the wind, and saw a woman's ghost in the snow.
How did people turn into zombies?
Anyone brought down by wolves turned. Their skin shriveled and froze before my eyes. Then they attacked me. People I've known for years. Havel, the guy who owns the farm, holed up in the house. Could you check on him? I'm worried for his safety.
I'll head to the farm and find out how Havel's safe.
Still think you're mad, but I appreciate that you're willing to check on Havel. He's a grumpy old coot, but he doesn't deserve whatever this is. You'll need a key to the house. One of the farmhands should have one, if you can take it from them.
How did you escape?
When those bone wolves came out of the storm, we scattered. Some people tried to defend themselves with rakes, but we're farmers, not warriors. Other than myself and maybe Havel, I don't know who else is still alive.
A man named Brun made it to Morthal.
Brun's still alive?
Brun, yeah.
One of those tusking wolves latched onto his leg, but that didn't slow him down. He fended it off with a hammer and kept running. If he can make it to town, maybe I can as well. Thanks for letting me know.
You heard whispers and saw spirits?
They started off faint, like a low murmur. As the storm grew, we could make out words and laughter, like from a child. Then we saw the spirit in the storm. A young woman running toward us through the field. I've never been so scared.
So what did she do then?
The spirit faded before reaching us. I thought perhaps the storm had played tricks on my eyes. The shocked look on Havel's face seemed like he recognized her. Before I could ask him, the wolves attacked.
Alright. Yes, so just to catch you up on what we've done so far, Joe, we went up here to the north coast and we assisted a Red Guard crew that was stranded, and we killed a necromancer by the name of Maxton. And we learned that right before this happened, her lover actually left her. Her lover was somebody named Friendwin and left her right as this all started. So, and now we're helping out Morthal, which is being attacked by these things. Which are the same things that we were fighting inside the inn with Maxton, so I assume this must be connected to Maxton in some way. I don't assume. I know it is. I just was trying to be mysterious. You know, I actually got lucky and found the key the first try on my main character. Well, I mostly made the fire staff because, you know, vampires, and vampires are weak to fire and prismatic, so I made a prismatic fire staff just for this purpose. There we go. Got it.
Who is that? You came to eat me, you better turn right around.
Quit your blubbering, old man. I'm here to help you.
What are you doing in my house? First, all my workers brought away into monsters because of frozen skeleton wolves. And now strangers are traipsing about my home.
Macabre told me you were trapped in here.
You saw those creatures in the field? If I leave, they'll make me like them. I have all I need in here to hold out until they are gone. Besides, I'm not ready to see who's waiting for me out there again.
Who do you think is waiting for you?
I saw the spirit of someone we thought disappeared years ago. The Jarl and Lady's daughter, Freywin. They never talk about it. Too painful, I suppose. I Guess she died if that's her ghost who brought these cursed wolves on us.
Well, we know she's not dead because we heard about Frenwyn at the last place we were just at. I was hoping this would edit my text a little bit, but it doesn't look like it's doing it so far.
No clue why she'd bring this upon us. Freywyn always loved visiting the farm. Actually, there's someone who might know about Freywyn's fate. A clever woman who speaks with spirits named Old Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Perhaps you could ask her to help fix all this.
I'll ask Mjolnir if she has the solution to these undead.
Her hut lies to the northeast. She is a strange one for sure. Always stealing my chickens for her unnatural magics. But she's the only one who understands the ways of ghosts. In the meantime, I'm going to stay right here until this all blows over.
Said Frenwyn enjoyed visiting the farm.
Oh, yes. Even as a little girl, she'd wander out here on her own. Always giggled while chasing the chickens around the field. Eventually, Lady Ninetha would arrive to bring her home, apologizing for the disruption. But I never minded. It was
And you
nice.
never found out what happened to her?
Well, I heard things. Morthal is a small town, and people talk. Stuff about evil wizards kidnapping her. But I keep to myself and focus on the farm. No time for storybook tales.
To be about middle.
That old witch makes my skin crawl. Using chicken bones and blood for magic is unnatural. Anyone who works with Shore's power should be watched closely. But they say she talks to spirits. Might be helpful when convincing Freywyn's ghost to leave.
Said Frenwyn enjoy. Oh, I already heard that one. Okay. Let me just take a look around your house real quick, and then I'll be on my way. Making sure there aren't any lore books or anything of any kind of note here. Nope. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward, simple little house. We'll be on our way. Oof.
Can I feed the chickens, Hubba?
Of course, my dear. Go ahead and grab some seed.
So she would help out around the farm too. You know, Joe, I think you're gonna like this character that we're about to be introduced to. She's actually really cool, and she'll actually be important for the main quest too.
Another traveler approaches. Come, warm yourself. Visitors come so rarely to visit this old woman, but fate has a way of making one suddenly useful. Well, get close to the fire. Warm up. Pose your question.
Undead wolves attacked Hovel's farm, and he saw Frenwyn's ghost. He thought you could help.
Wondered when they would send someone. Though an outsider surprises me. Yes, I know the fleshless wolves, but a ghost of young Freywyn? Disturbing. I may have answers for this haunting, but I'll need cursed specimens to study. You will get them.
What specimens do you need?
Blood and tissue. Tear some decayed skin off an affected person and scrape dried blood from a cursed wolf. Bring me these things so I can understand what kind of magic we're dealing with. I fear there is more to Freywyn's haunting than we realized.
I'll collect the specimens.
Good. Go on. Return here when you have the samples. A simple ritual will provide the details we seek. In the meantime, I'll consult my notes about Freywyn's disappearance.
Why did Hovel call you a clever woman?
Because I'm smarter than most Nords? I jest. People from the north fear magic. Don't understand it? Must be dangerous. They believe my power comes from that trickster Shore. If he was so clever, then I must be too. At least as Nords see it.
Is that why you live outside of town?
Out of sight, out of mind. The fools believe they can ward off magic's consequences by pushing it away. And yet I'm the first person they visit when someone gets sick. Or they think they see Daedra.
Did you know Friend Win?
I did. She was beloved by the whole town. Even those of us pushed to the edges. Her disappearance hit hard. And the circumstances.
What were the circumstances?
No, I will not tell you what is not yours to know. At least until I can see what causes these attacks. Come back with the samples and you may learn more.
Why did Hovel call you a Oh, I already did that, so let's go hunt some wolves.
Now where did I put those rune stones? Sloppy magic. Untrained.
Such sloppy magic.
The scent of death enters my nose. Your time with the cursed creatures has marked you. Let's hope not permanently. While you hunted, my studies proved fruitful. You have the blood and skin I require. They will complete my understanding.
I obtained the specimens.
Yes, these will do nicely. Fresh, intact, thrumming with magic. This shall make the ritual easy. They have an icy burn to the touch. Hope they weren't too much trouble. Perhaps those walking corpses willingly gave up their skin?
What will the ritual tell us?
Many things. Is this a spell or a curse? Where does it get its power? Magic holds unique patterns, like footprints in the snow. If it's known to me, perhaps you can track the source. But first, I must extract this knowledge.
I'll wait for you to complete the ritual.
Good. I won't be but a moment. Just as I feared. Come, listen to a tale.
I shall listen.
The ritual bears out my fears. I recognize the curse corrupting life around Morthal. Years ago, a death mage named Maxton killed a group of town guards at Kienstag Ruins. The same magic she used then now animates these undead.
So Maxton again, huh? Why did Maxton murder the town guards?
All I know are whispers. They say Maxton kidnapped Freewind and forced her into the ruins. Naturally, the Jarl dispatched the guards to rescue his daughter. But just as they arrived, a tempest of ice arose that froze the soldiers where they stood.
What became of Frenwen?
Vanished. Until now, it seems. Though the link between Freywin's ghost and this curse still remains unclear. To find a cure, I need Maxton's original spell. Go east to the ruins. Retrieve anything that could reveal the nature of her work.
I'll look for information at the ruins.
Good. Meet me in Warthal with what you find. I wish to examine the wounds made by these undead. And take this rune. It bears an enchantment that will ward you from the curse's worst effects. At least, temporarily.
I want to know more about Maxton.
As I said, she was a conjurer of death. From what I have seen, her magical understanding is incomplete. This curse is wild and sloppy. She approaches power like a babe crawling into a giant's camp. A shame that Freywin became caught in it.
Where did she come from?
I never spoke with her, but rumors still sometimes drift into my ear. Maxton was a mystery in Morthal. Appeared late one evening to rent a bed at the tavern. No one saw her in the day except to bring food. At night, she left to wander the woods.
What was she doing in the woods?
Oh, a forest night stroll is not so odd for a mage. It's the best time to collect mushrooms. And dug up bones hold the most power in the moonlight. But Maxton sought something in the woods. Perhaps she found it among the ruins.
Do you know why Maxton brought Frenwen to Krinstag ruins?
This I don't know. Let us hope that whatever you find in the Krinstag ruins reveals what she wanted with the young woman.
I saw a ghost of Frenwen at Howell's farm.
Interesting. Even as a child, Freywin wandered outside Morthal to visit her people. She would come to my hut without fear. I would prepare her rabbit stew as we discussed her life. She told me once that Havel's farm brought her great joy.
Why would she curse a place she enjoyed?
An excellent question. So many of the answers elude me for now. With any luck, you will know more once we meet again.
Tell me more about this protection rune you gave me.
A simple stone imbued with the warmth of life. After the events at Krinstag ruins, I explored new paths of magic for counteracting necromancy. One such trial led to the rune you hold. It should protect you from the worst of the curse's effects.
And if it doesn't?
You doubt my ability? My practice of magic extends back to when I first heard Shore's whispers as a child. Have faith when I say the rune will protect you. And if it doesn't, well then, I'll visit your frozen statue.
Can you use the rune magic to end the curse?
A shame, but no. We require something much more powerful to undo magic this strong. Energy directly connected to the curse's origins. The rabbit blood from which I drew the magicka to charge that rune will not suffice.
Understood. I'm on my way. Come forth, horse. By the way, I have maxed out my speed, as you may notice. And I've been working on stamina and carry capacity, so we are making progress on upgrading the mount on this character, but it's going to be a while before we achieve the maxed outness that my main character has.
Are you sure you're back, my love? What if something goes wrong? Absolutely. I've researched this ritual for years. I just need your help. leave these ruins. Explain why you're following me.
Frenwin.
Who are you? And why do you pursue me? First at Havel's farm, and now you emerge unscathed from these accursed ruins. If Maxton sent you to bring me back to her, I won't go. Everyone should just stay away before I kill them as well.
I have some bad news about Maxton. Everyone thinks you're dead. I'm seeking the cause of a curse turning people into zombies.
No, I still live. For now. The curse I carry will kill me soon enough. I only hope to die close to home. I didn't want to destroy any more lives, or watch memories from my life resurrected to taunt me.
How do we stop your curse?
Its power grows as it feeds off my life energy. The curse ends once I am gone. I only wish I could say goodbye to my parents. I know it is not my place to ask favors, but could you bring my mother a message? Tell her I'm sorry for everything.
I'll convey your message to the lady.
Thank you, stranger. Please bring her this locket so she knows the message is from me. Tell Mother not to worry. There's a place I love nearby where I can watch the good people of Morthal live their lives. I can be happy there in my final moments.
So I remember where you called Maxton your love.
Oh yes, she was. I loved her dearly, and I truly believe Maxton loved me back. When she realized she'd accidentally cursed me, she swore to find a cure. But as time went on, brewing her necromantic power became her only interest.
I ended one of Maxton's necromantic experiments ravaging the northern coast.
I wish this news surprised me. After I left to come home, I feared Maxton would no longer reign in her desire for power. Her ambition attracted me when we first met. Over time, she grew increasingly fixated. Eventually, I no longer recognized her.
So she never actually kidnapped you?
Is that what they say? No. I willingly joined her ritual, which makes me just as guilty for all this death. Maybe I should have convinced her not to chase so much power. We might still be together then.
Why did Maxton inflict this curse on you?
This was not what she planned. Maxton believed she could improve her magical ability by communing with the powerful spirits that inhabit Gjenstag ruins. She asked my help with performing a summoning ritual, but it went horribly wrong.
What happened?
Maxton misjudged the ritual's difficulty. As she struggled, ice grew over the walls, and winds blew wildly. She almost gained control, but suddenly Thane Alstrom and his guards stormed the ruins. Maxton's focus slipped, and the ritual exploded.
So that's what froze the soldiers.
It shames me to admit, but yes, all those soldiers, my friends and neighbors, dead because of my actions. And now my return home killed even more people. Being near the end is a blessing.
Goodbye. So I didn't get a chance to tell her that her beloved is dead. Or give her back her amulet. Which makes even less sense why I'm freezing right now if I still have Fenwin's amulet on me, game. Hey, I noticed there's someone else here. Welcome to the stream. Cannot be good for an Argonian to be walking through the snow like this, unless they're warm-blooded. I don't know if they are warm-blooded or not.
So Filgor poisoned his own brother, and he expects
Yeah.
to follow him. He's more foolish than I imagined.
For glory, Letter to Dorban. And the letter still and crumple is the important college, large college of solitude take. Orchestrations. Excellent. By the way, just take a moment and like just really let the aestheticness of this place drape in. Like this place is so Nord.
Can you help him, Witch? The curse rots his flesh. I've done what I can, but it won't last.
Good, you're back. Old Mjolnir told me of your discovery at the farm. She believes that Freywin's ghost somehow heralds this curse. I held out hope of her survival for years. Perhaps finally knowing her fate brings some relief despite it all.
Freywin is still alive, but her curse will kill her soon. She asked me to give you this locket.
Still alive? I can't believe it. After all these years, Freywin finally comes home and you tell me she's dying? Why would she have you deliver this locket? I must see her. There is so much to say. Where is she? Take me to her.
She told me about a place where she can watch Morthal and be happy.
Is that by the water where the boat stopped? Or perhaps her bedroom where she watched people from the window? The tree. Oh, Freywin. That old tree in the forest above Morthal. She would spend hours there. We must go now.
You can't go to her. The curse kills anyone who approaches.
But you survived? Oh, the clever woman protected you. Speak with old Mjolnir, please. She knows so much more about magic than anyone in Morthal. There must be something that can cure my daughter.
I'll ask her if she has a cure.
Thank you. I need a moment to process everything you told me. And hold on to the locket. I'd refuse to take it while there's still hope to keep Freywin alive.
Alright.
So you found Freywin alive, did you? An unexpected but welcome turn of events. We may yet be able to save her. What did you bring me from the ruins? I must know more about the necromancer's plans.
I found some ritual notes and a broken focus.
Let me see. Awful. The fantasies of a child. Playing with magic like this invites danger. The energies at the ruins surely overwhelmed her. But this shard... Tell me, did Freywin explain the visions of her ghost to you?
She told me that the ghost the curse resurrected memories from her life.
Yes, this is what I needed to know. Maxton's ritual consumed the spirits in the ruins. She wished to gain power by absorbing their memories. Freywin's curse drains her life energy, then manifests it as her own memories. This is how we cure her.
How do Freywin's memories relate to her cure?
By flooding her with her own life force, we can burn out the curse. Give me her locket. Ah, yes. It hums with emotional power. Once attuned, you can absorb Freywin's memories into it. Fill it with her energy so we may rescue her from death.
I will absorb Freywin's memories from her into her locket.
Here is the locket. Ninetha mentioned two places Freywin enjoyed. The docks and her bedroom. You may find manifestations there. When you're done, meet me back here at the tavern. Then we'll proceed.
You said that the Kinstag ruins were overwhelmed back, and what spirits reside there?
Well, you see, back in the... Actually, no. Perhaps that secret should fade into dust. These events show that those ruins best remain undisturbed.
Yes, ma'am. Alright, I'm on my way. And not to the convenience stores of Speedway.
locket. Wasn't this yours?
Yes, darling. And now it's yours. Keep it close to your heart.
Ooh. Okay. Wait a second, that was supposed to be a bardic instrument somewhere in here. Maybe it doesn't show up until the quest is done. I'll come back upstairs after we finish the quest to see if it's there.
You have a good time on the water?
Yes. I loved exploring. I can't wait to do it again.
Quickly, to me. Our time is short. Your return may be too late. Lady Ninetta ran off to meet Freywen at the trees she described. She wanted to be with her before the end. If we don't act quickly, she will die. Were you successful in obtaining the memories?
I collected the energy we need.
Then we can put an end to this tragedy. But we must act now. Go! Join them at the large tree overlooking Morthal to the east. I will meet you after I prepare.
What about the locket?
Bring it with you. As my ritual to cure Freywind culminates, you must hold the locket before you. Her life energy will rush into her, and the curse should break. I warn you, this may be painful for her, but it is necessary.
I will find the tree and help break the curse.
When you arrive, wait for me. Do not let them do anything rash. I will not be long. Do this and Morthal will be rid of this curse forever. Now hurry!
I'm hurrying.
What is it? Mother, you can't be here. It would kill you.
Freywind, I thought you died. I can't leave you, even if it kills me.
It's already killing you. Please, get away from me. Mother, no!
Ninetta? Oh no! We must act quickly. Use the necklace on my command.
Ah! It burns! Mother!
Hurry! Use the necklace. Release the energy within.
What's happening?
You did it. I can't believe it. You brought my Freywind back to me. Thank you. I have so many questions for her. And the Jarl, he still doesn't even know. We must... Please, give me a moment.
Are you alright?
I think so. I could feel my skin freeze over. For a brief moment, I thought the end was upon me. All I wanted was for Freywind to know she wasn't alone.
What happened to Freywind next? She killed many people.
I don't know, truly. Freywind's return will raise many questions in Morthal. The Jarl and I must discuss what to say if we say anything at all about what happened here. I promised you payment at the beginning of this. Here, I am deeply grateful.
Very well.
My skin, it's no longer blue. And my heart, I can feel it beating again. By all the gods, I'm alive. Whatever you and Yolen cast on me, it broke the curse. I feel heat course through my veins for the first time in years.
Okay, so we can't tell her that we killed Maxon.
It is finished. You performed well. Better than any other I would have found in Warthol. This is more activity than I have grown used to. Perhaps I should find a replacement so old Mjolnir can finally rest.
Is the cure permanent?
I believe so, yes. We may see lingering effects across the land, but the source has extinguished. When we flooded Freywind with our own life energy, the curse drowned. Curious that Maxton never considered such an approach.
She was probably using her, to be honest.
Freywind, are you all right?
Am I? Mother, I thought I'd killed you.
I would never leave you.
Honestly, I'm glad I didn't get a choice in the matter, because honestly, I'm not sure what I would do if there was a choice in what happened to her. Because technically, she did make the choice to join the ritual. I mean, she didn't know what would happen, and she didn't know that she would be cursed so people around her would die. That is true. But at the same time, she did willingly join the ritual, so she does bear some of the blame and thusly should be punished. But, I don't know. I'll let her parents decide what happened with her, so I'm sure they'll figure something out. They could put her under house arrest or something. There it is. Now that the quest is done, it's up there.
What?
You talking to me, Skyrim Guard? All right. We go ahead and acquire this location over here because this is a public dungeon. We're not going to do the public dungeon today, but I'd like to do it on my main character first before I come back and do it on this character. And yes, it is Labyrinthium. If you were recognizing the location, this public dungeon is in fact Labyrinthian, the place built by Archmage Celador in the First Era. I wonder if our old pal Shally will come visit us.
Hello, stranger. Are you lost?
No, I'm not lost. Harpies. Well, while pork may be on the menu, I don't really want to take on that particular pig. Look at the distance, Joe. That's a Harrow Storm. I would go there, but the odds of people actually being there to do the mission are low, and it's impossible to solo. Like literally impossible to solo. There are mechanics that heal the boss or heal the target. So what you have to do to initiate the final boss fight and thus end the fight, you have to destroy these 3 witch pikes, these large vines with a lot of hit points. Once you have destroyed all 3 of them, the final boss shows up. Now, during the fight, these things called lost souls will appear, and the souls will gather at the witch pikes. And anytime a soul is absorbed by the witch pike, it regains hit points, which unfortunately is incredibly annoying because when it regains hit points, of course, you've got to continue fighting it to actually kill it. Supposed to be an instrument around here, but I'm not seeing it. That might be because the terrain hasn't fully loaded in here. So it's possible. Oh, there it is. All right. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and we'll be back in just a moment. I'm just trying to see what I wanted to do next. There's a quest right there. I'm going to go do that quest next. But first, right back. Okay. Feeling better after that, and let's continue. Hugo March Great Lift. This will take you down into Blackreach, which we're not going to do that. I'm not going down to Blackreach and doing the stuff in Blackreach until we get to that point in the main quest. Yep, there's a quest there I haven't done before. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to discover these locations when I'm next to them, so... Go ahead and stick that there, because...
Stupid thing. I should have never come out here. Oh, hello. Please don't laugh. I'm having a terrible time, and this part isn't even half of it. Though you look rather experienced. Maybe it's fortuitous that you came along. You might be just the right person to help me.
Help in what way?
You've heard about dragon mounds, right? They're ancient dragon burial sites.
Excuse me.
Centuries old. The Dragon War, the Dragon Cult. I'm over-explaining. The job is simple. I just need some charcoal rubbings from those mounds.
If that's all, why not get them yourself?
I intended to. I hired this cart and everything. But as you can see, that didn't work out. Maybe I was foolish to try and do this on my own. I don't have a lot of field experience. Almost none. But you could handle this, right? I'll pay you.
Alright, I'll get the rubbings for you.
Thank you for helping. It's a big relief. I need rubbings from 2 dragon mounds. One south of here, and another off to the east. I'm particularly interested in any symbols that look like dragons. But anything you find will help.
Okay, why these particular dragon mounds?
Oh, that's easy. Most of the burial sites are still buried, and therefore inaccessible. These 2 happen to be at the surface and may have the rubbings I need. If my research is correct, of course. There's more, but let's start with this, at least.
Is there any danger with these dragon mounds?
I really don't know. I've never really done research in the field before. I plan to go in armed to the teeth, just in case. A lot of good that did me. I bought all this adventuring gear and have nothing to show for it.
What can you tell me about the Dragon Cult?
Oh, you should read Historia Draconis. The writer was an eyewitness. Very briefly, in ancient times, dragon priests and the dragons ruled over the Nords. More like slaves, really. Unless you joined the Dragon Cult.
Then there was a war?
Right. The Nords revolted. A few dragons even fought against their own kind. The texts say thousands on thousands of Nords died, but I think that's exaggerated. Eventually, they defeated the dragon priests and their dragons.
What happened to the Dragon Cult?
We're still sorting that out. The Historia claims the Nords killed them all, but it's biased. Some scholars think the cultists sacrificed themselves to become Draugr. That way they could protect the dragons and priests buried in the mounds.
Why were these... Okay. Well, let's check out these dragon mounds. How far out of my way am I going to have to go? Not that far out of my way at all, actually. Let's go towards that one first. Let's go and discover this ritual site. Oof, look at that ritual site. Okay. You know, you'd think travelers would be smart enough not to sit down right in the middle of an ominous circle of magic. But, oh well. Oh, there's a player. Whoops, sorry, player.
You're back! I'm so glad to see you. I hope it wasn't too dangerous. I feel like I should have gone with you, but I probably would have slowed you down. Oh, the rubbings! Did you get them?
Yes, I have them.
How exciting! I can't believe I get to examine these myself. Fieldwork is wonderful. Now, I just have to hope they confirm my theory.
What's your theory?
Well, the glyphs here are definitely Reewish era, with Nord inclusions that have... Sorry, I'll skip all that. These symbols resemble those on dragon called tablets. I think they're charms that speed up the release of the dragons from their mounds.
You think the dragons buried there may wake up?
Well, something like that. It happened in Elsewhere, didn't it?
Yeah, fair point.
Now that I have these, there's one final mound to investigate. I have to physically go there this time. Would you still be willing to help me? I'm not sure I can do this alone.
What do you need me to do?
There's a dragon mound farther down the road. A big one. When I first entertained this theory, I made a warding spell. One that should seal whatever's inside permanently. It's difficult to cast, however. I need someone to watch my back.
Do you really think dragons could threaten Skyrim?
It certainly happened in elsewhere, didn't it? Everyone thought dragons were gone for good, and now the giant lizards are burning villages. Is that what happens if I do nothing?
The dragons elsewhere weren't dead, just sleeping. I was there.
You were? Then you saw what they did. Is it so unlikely it could happen here? And I have so many questions to ask you, but later.
It's not like a dragon can raise dragons from the dead and oh my god, all the Why didn't you tell me your plan before now?
I wasn't sure about this last part. I needed the rubbings to know. Besides, if I said I needed you to maybe help me cast a spell to seal up a dead dragon, you'd think I was ridiculous. Everyone else has, especially my mentors.
Are you sure you need to do this?
Sure? No. But what if I'm right? I know it's all untested theory, but if the alternative is a dragon waking up, then I think I should try. I've seen all the reports of the slaughter and elsewhere. It sounds horrible.
Yeah, but I defeated the main dragons in Elsewhere. I mean, if a dragon woke up in Skyrim, I would kill it too. Though it probably wouldn't stay dead because I'm not dragonborn. Spoilers! No, seriously though, if you're watching this and you haven't played Skyrim, I mean, I don't know what I can say to you. The game is 8 years old at this point. And plus, Todd Howard has shoved it down our throats so many times. It's like, hey, you want a new game? It's like, my goodness, that person is half naked running through Skyrim. They must be freezing. It's like, hey, you want a remake of another game? How about we remake Skyrim instead?
Well, I've made it this far with no catastrophes. That has to count for something, right? Is the area safe? I'm so nervous.
We won't know until we're closer.
Oh, right, of course. You're the one who knows what to do. I brought my dagger in case there are giant bugs or something. I've never stabbed a giant bug before. Is it as icky as it sounds?
It washes off.
Wonderful. So those tales about being dragged into caves and devoured by frostbite spiders are just stories to make children behave? Don't answer or you'll scare me out of doing this.
Follow me and stay close.
Lead on to the map.
Why is she following me?
Watch out!
Stay back. I got this.
I'm not sensing any strange energies. I don't know if that's good or bad. Are you ready to head inside?
Let's go.
We need to go to the center of the mound. That's the best place for my spell. Here we go. Don't worry, everything's fine. I'm not panicking.
She's panicking a little bit.
There.
I've sealed the dragon forever. Boom! Dragon comes busting out of the...
It worked. At least I think it worked. No rumblings, no explosions, so that's promising. But that spell took a lot out of me. Could you help me out of here? Maybe as far as the road?
Follow me back to the road.
Let's hurry. I don't want to linger here.
I hear the lizard.
Here we are, entirely uneaten. Thank you for your help. I I had no idea fieldwork was so invigorating. I can't wait to tell my peers at the Antiquarian Circle all about it.
The Aquarian Circle?
You've not heard of it? Us? Sorry, I'm their newest member. I always wanted to be one, so I assumed everyone knew about them. The Antiquarian Circle are scholars and mages, devoted to uncovering the forgotten relics and mysteries of Tamriel.
So they sent you to test your theory out here?
Well, not exactly. In fact, Gabrielle, our leader, was entirely against it.
Of course she was.
She didn't think my theory held any merit. She told me I could gather information as long as I didn't get involved directly. But I wanted to prove myself to the Circle.
Are you going to get in trouble?
No, I hope not. I disobeyed because I saw a threat and took the initiative to deal with it. And nothing bad happened, so that's a good thing, right? You should join us. I'll mark our location on your map. Meet me there and I can pay you.
I'll see you there. See, that's in Solitude, so we won't be going there for a while. And then there's an explosion as Alduin comes out of the mound. Ha 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 ha, and then gets sucked back into a plot hole. It's like, no! It's like... Briefly I was free, and now I go back. I shall have my revenge upon you, puny one. I will not be silenced. Somewhere over there. It's another quest.
Another day, another failure. If you come to rob me, you will leave disappointed. All this land and only weeds to show for it. Do you ever regret your choices, Wanderer? Ever feel certain you are on the just path? Only it leads nowhere. That's where you'll find this old farmer.
What brings you so much regret?
A lifetime of failure. For 30 years, I have hunted my brother's killer. Tracked it all across Skyrim, seeking justice. Somehow it always managed to vanish. Tell me, have you heard any stories of a monster called the Pale Man?
No, what kind of monster is this?
Something that stalks the moonlit snows. It steals loved ones away without a sound. A couple folks sent letters saying they have new sightings. These old legs are much too ruined for travel now. Would you be willing to hear them out for some gold?
I'll talk to the survivors for you.
Find Evia in Morthor and Hardgird in Dragonbridge. Tell them Errolf sent you. Ask them where they saw the Pale Man, who it stole. Thanks for hearing out an old man. Most just think I have lost my mind, but I know the truth.
Can you tell me about this Pale Man?
Got your interest, did it? Maybe you're the person I need after all. Maybe Kind decided to send me a blessing instead of a curse. For once in my damned life. All you need to know about the Pale Man is that it takes people. It took my brother.
Your brother?
Drendek, yes. My older brother. Strong and hearty. A Lord's Nord. I thought there was no one in the world stronger than Drendek. Of course, I was only 6 at the time. Then the Pale Man snatched Drendek up like a babe.
Some kind of monster?
Some say that. Most claim it doesn't exist at all. My father claimed that, and my mother, and the Sword Thane of Morthor. They all said a bear took Drendek. They said a little traumatized boy imagined the Pale Man. Made up stories. He's not a story.
Did something happen to your legs?
A bad fall. While exploring a cave up on the northern coast, looking for signs of the Pale Man, when I ran right into a nest of frostbite spiders. I got out of the cave, but slipped and fell down a hill. Damn near crawled back to Dragon Bridge.
The healers couldn't help?
You ever try crawling from the northern coast to Dragon Bridge? It took damn near 3 days. By the time I got back, my wounds were infected. Or so the healer said. Legs haven't worked right since. I can walk, but I can't run. Damned inconvenient.
Why do you want me to talk to these people?
I hunt the Pale Man. They have been hunting the cursed thing for 30 years. But it's like a ghost. Comes in snowstorms every 10 or so years. Takes wit once in a spree of abductions, and then vanishes again. Every time it comes back, I get closer.
That still doesn't answer my question.
The Pale Man took their loved ones, as it has taken so many over the years. These people are witnesses, so I need to know what they saw. I can't return whoever they lost, but I can track the thing down and kill it.
Okay, I'll be more than happy to help you with this. Alright, so Dragon Bridge is closer, so we'll go up there first, because there's a way shrine and there's another quest that needs to be done. And why do you have wolves right in the middle of your farm? And not wolves, as in the old bow wows. I'm talking about actual wolves.
Another dead soldier and no sign of our supplies. This is the third caravan this month that never made it to Dragon Bridge. And the soldier I sent to look for, dead! I'm at my wit's end! Froze blood! The garrison's remaining reserves won't last a week without an influx of fresh supplies.
You have no idea what happened to the missing caravans?
Oh, we eventually find the wagons, ransacked, ruined, and no sign of the traders. All I can say for sure is that without a safe and constant supply line, the Dragon Bridge garrison will collapse. And that will leave the entire region in jeopardy.
Are you going to send out more soldiers?
The garrison isn't at full strength. It's like Solitude has forgotten us. We haven't seen relief soldiers in quite some time. I need every remaining soldier to guard the town. You look capable. Are you willing to aid the garrison and earn some gold?
I'll help. What do you need me to do?
Look for the missing caravan. See if you can determine what happened to it and who's to blame. I need to check on Ina, the caravan agent. She has a camp on the overlook, south of the bridge. Meet me there if you find any sign of the caravan.
Tell me about your caravan agent.
Ina Whiteeye. Maybe caravan agent is too formal a title. I suppose you would call her a smuggler. She deals in black market goods. After Solitude stopped responding, she agreed to supply the garrison. I don't like it, but she's been a godsend.
Until the caravan started to go missing.
That's been a recent development, but yes. Without supplies from either legitimate sources or otherwise, the garrison's days are numbered. And Ina has been nothing but helpful. Dragon Bridge is her home, as well as ours.
Why is Solitude ignoring you?
Politics, I suppose. Look, we've never been a high priority for the capital city. But this total disregard is a new low, even for Solitude. It's like the High King's Court has more important matters to attend to. I do what I can, but it's never easy.
Why does Dragonbridge need a garrison?
Besides being an important lumber town, Dragonbridge serves as the crossroads for the northern region. We're the first line of defense for Solitude and the neighboring holds. Though in our current state, I'm not sure how much good we can do.
I understand. Alright, I will help you out.
Good luck. Meet me at the Overlook if you find any.
Feather arrow. Markarth Mead. Oof, this was done by the Reach. I'd rather not kill the poor bear just scratching his back. Captain?
Ina uses this camp to conduct business she prefers not to deal with in town. Whoever was here last certainly left in a hurry. Not exactly encouraging. Did you find anything?
The caravan was destroyed. I found this arrow and a bottle of Markarth Mead.
Markarth Mead? Ina deals with the Reach from time to time, though usually indirectly. The arrow, however, it worries me. Only Reachmen use Druidak snow owl feathers to fletch their arrows.
Who are the Reachmen and why would they attack your caravan?
The Reachmen come from the Reach, in the southwestern part of Skyrim. We've been at odds with those barbarians off and on for generations. Would they raid our caravan? Most certainly. But discovering their presence this far north is disturbing.
You didn't find any trace of your caravan agent?
No, but Ina must have come through here. This entire outlook is more or less her domain. Ina's got little outposts scattered everywhere up here. Look around and see if you can find any indication of where she went next.
Very well. So Joe, how are you liking Greymore so far? Ulog, save your I told you so's for when we're both safe. Should I have done business with the Reachmen just because they offered a good price? No. Did I expect them to turn on me at the last moment? Perhaps I should have, but the answer is still no. You'll find me here if I stay too long. I'm headed upriver to the camp by the waterfall instead. It should be safer there. Meet me there as soon as you can, but please be careful. I think the Reachmen may have their eyes set on Dragonbridge. Ina. Captain, I have information.
Any luck? Did you find any sign of Ina?
I found this note from Ina to someone named Oolong.
Let me see that. Oolong is Ina's right hand. She must have left this for him. Damn. She really is in trouble. You check on that camp she mentioned and see if you can find her. I'll prepare the garrison for whatever's coming.
You really think the Reachmen will attack Dragon Bridge?
Oh, I'm not sure what to think. But if the Reachmen went to all the effort to get this far north, it's probably for more than just raiding caravans. Be careful. Once you find Ina, meet me back in Dragon Bridge.
I will. I noticed that the characters are a lot more expressive now, too, than they were before. They've added a lot of finger waving and like mobility and things like that nature. Greetings and salutations, and thank you for choosing Doom.
Don't hurt him or I'll... Hey, you! Untie me! That's better. Now, let's talk. Look, we don't have much time. These curs plan to destroy our bridge, and I just gave them exactly the information they need to do so.
Why would you give them that information?
They have Ooleng. They would have killed him if I didn't cooperate. I told them about the smuggling tunnels, the ones that lead to the cavern beneath the bridge's foundations. They plan to use explosives to bring down the bridge.
What kind of explosives?
The Reachman leader, Wound, is an alchemist. He created a powerful alchemical reagent. He's going to ignite the reagent and collapse the cavern. He's down there now, but there's still time. We need to warn Captain Hingrid.
I'll go warn the captain.
Good. The bridge is a symbol of Western Skyrim. It serves as both a vital thoroughfare and a monument to our people. I really don't want to see it destroyed because of my mistake. Find Captain Hingrid. She'll know what to do. I'll be along shortly.
Very well, Ina.
Station sentries on both sides of the bridge. As many as you can. Yes, Captain. Report. What did you find at the waterfall camp?
Reachman occupied her camp. She says they plan to destroy the bridge.
Destroy the bridge? While we're standing right here? How do those rich idiots expect to get that close?
With smuggler caves, they plan to collapse the cavern beneath the bridge.
Smuggler caves? Under my garrison? I'll deal with Ina later. Right now we need to act fast. Maybe we can flush the bastards out before they do whatever it is they're planning. I think... Wait, is that Ina?
Goodbye.
Wait, there's a problem. Ina! Care to explain the smuggler caves beneath my garrison? I got back here as quickly as I could. The Reachman. I heard something troubling as I made my way out of the camp.
What'd you hear?
It's not just the bridge that's in danger. The Reachmen intend to utilize the smuggler cave entrances to surround the town. They're going to attack the garrison.
How do we stop them?
If the Reachmen can use explosives, so can we. Gather the kindle pitch and fire salts from the garrison barn. We can use that to make our own explosives and seal those entrances.
I'll get the fire salts and kindle pitch.
Here, I'll mark the entrances on your map. Use the fire salts and kindle pitch at each location. Then find the main entrance to the smuggler caves behind the waterfall. Seal the side entrances. Then go stop Wound. And save Ooleng too. I need him.
Very well.
If we survive this, Ina, we are going to have a very long talk.
Whatever you say, Captain.
We're going to have a very long talk. Whatever you say, Captain. Alright, we got the kindle pitch. Let's get the fire salts. Perfect. Let's go seal some smuggler bolt holes. I can mark that on my map so I can find it later. Did that not work? There we go. Oh, great. Lizard time, I'm a lizard. I'm a lizard. All right. Let's go hunt some reachmen. Let's go hunt some reachmen. Let's go hunt some reachmen and put them all to death. Also, we're keeping an eye out for any patterns for vampiric furniture. Those are going to be really, really nice. I've seen some of them and they look amazing.
Hey, get me out of here. You don't look like these tusking reach bastards. I assume that means you're here to rescue me.
Ina sent me to find you.
I knew Ina wouldn't give up on me. Would I ever do to deserve her? These skinny weaklings are setting up explosives farther in the cave. I heard my arm, or else I'd help. I can make my way out of here by myself, but you have to stop them.
I'll deal with the explosives. You get to safety.
Thanks. I won't forget this. Now untie me so I can get my sorry hide out of here.
Untie Olog. Okay. Oh dear.
You fall just as easily as the bridge of hope. The Reach will be victorious.
The Reach belongs to the Forsworn. Why am I looking forward to taking the fight to your guys' turf and for a change and teaching you guys a lesson? Because seriously, you guys are like always attacking my friendly allies. Sorry, it's been a little bit quiet here at the end. I'm running out of energy a little bit, so I may cut the stream early, but I kind of want to finish the Pale Man quest before I end off today, so I may still end up going ahead and doing that, so.
Dead. And yours?
The same. That seems to be all of them for now.
Nice.
It's good to see you, my friend. I feared the worst when the Richmond started pouring out of the cave.
Since you're here and the bridge is still standing,
I assume your mission was a success?
yes, the bridge is safe now.
Excellent. Hopefully after all this trouble we can convince Solitude to make our lives a little easier. Thank you, friend. Your actions likely saved the Western Holds. I promise you, your triumph will not go unsung. An intricate plot by the Richmond. This doesn't bode well for Western Skyrim. I need to warn Solitude. After this, they have to provide the support we were promised long ago. For their own sake, if not for ours.
Do you think Solitude will finally provide you the supplies you need?
They better. What happened here will be hard to ignore. They might not tell stories of your bravery, but I think they'll send us what we need. And for the rest, we have enough.
You're not worried about working with the smuggler again?
No. I think this whole ordeal taught her a valuable lesson. Gods. At least I hope it did. Besides, she loves Dragon Bridge as much as I do. She's part of our community. And I always make use of every resource at my disposal. Now, thanks again.
Goodbye.
Everyone all right? Did we lose him? Oolang's on. I told him not to.
I'm fine, Ada. Really.
We'll get him healed up. Don't worry.
Before I even get to Solitude, I'm gonna have a bunch of those instruments.
This better be important. Unless you want to pick up a rake, I don't have time to jaw at strangers.
Aerolf sent me to ask you about the Pale Man.
Well then, that changes it. I used to think that man had lost his senses. Then the Pale Man killed my bear. Now I understand. Before you ask, Bear was my hound. He mostly just slept and smelled bad, but
He was all I had after my husband died.
Oh, poor old lady. How do you know that the Pale Man killed Bear?
Because I saw it. Bear and I were tracking hawkers on the coast, over the mountain north of Solitude. When night fell, we made camp. Bear's yelp woke me. I expected to see a giant. Instead, I saw the Pale Man dragging away my poor dog.
What did you do then?
What do you think? I rushed into my tent and got my axe. When I came out, they were gone. Searched through the night, but the storm was thick as stew, and I can't track like Bear. That monster took my dog. My good dog! Bear deserved better.
I'll tell Erlof what you told me. Or Erlof what you told me.
I've known soldiers and killers in my day. Even been friends with a few. Don't know any I'd call evil, but that thing was evil. That thing killed my dog. Everybody told me I was crazy. Erolf is the first one who made sense.
How do you know Erlof?
He used to post flyers around the area asking for stories about the Pale Man. We laughed them off back then, but no longer. After the monster took Bear, I sent Erolf a letter that said where to find me. I pray he gets that vicious creature.
You got any guesses on what it could be, Joe? Because I haven't done this quest yet. I honestly don't know how this is going to end. Oh, I want those legs. I only have 23,000 though, and they're going to charge out the nose for them.
My favorite part of coming to this inn is the strangers trying to talk to me. It's great. Never gets old. What do you want?
Erlof sent me to hear your story about the Pale Man.
Glad to hear Erolf is still above ground. I thought his obsession had finally killed him. Yeah, I saw the Pale Man. My sister and I were ranging far north of Solitude, out along the coast. That night, we made camp with a plan to head back at dawn.
When did it arrive?
Late after I fell asleep. Merlin's scream woke me. I rushed out of the tent and saw it stalking away, carrying her. Her neck was twisted, backward. I gave chase, but it was quick. Slipped into the shadows without
Sounds like a
trail.
vampire. What did this Pale Man look like?
Taller than any man I've seen, but thin, like a draugr. So I know it wasn't a giant. And paler than a belly of a cave fish. Look, Merlith and I never really liked each other. So I don't care if you find it. But hopefully this helps Erolf.
Really? Your own sister? I'll tell Erlof everything you told me.
I've known old Erolf for a long time. I thought he was frost-touched, but I was wrong. That thing, whatever it is real, and it murdered my sister. I wonder how many other old stories that I ignored over the years are true.
How do you know Erlof?
He used to frequent the Inns of Solitude, begging for someone to join his hunt. Just another madman, we thought. Maybe if I'd listened to him back then, we could have found the Pale Man together. Then Merlith would still be alive.
Thought you didn't like your sister. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Irene stun. Okay, why need to write one from Olor instead? Over the bridge. See, the bridge doesn't feel nearly as high in ESO as it does in Skyrim. The bridge feels so much higher in Skyrim. Like, have you ever just dropped off of the Dragon Bridge in Skyrim? Like, the feel of the fall is just glorious as you hit the water. I may have been running from a dragon at the time, and I dove into the water and swam underwater with a ring of water breathing on, so that way I wouldn't drown. We were making a trial on legendary difficulty, and a dragon decided to chase me. I was like, well, I can't fight this dragon that kills me in a single shot. Like, into the water, it can't get me in the water. I swam until it gave up, and then it finally surfaced.
You're back. Wasn't certain I'd see you again. Well, have you talked to Aifia and Haupted?
They both saw the Pale Man post past the mountains on the coast, north of Solitude and Dragon Bridge.
Along the northern coast, you say? Yes, that might narrow it down. Here, follow me inside.
Lead the way.
Ever since it took my brother, I've tracked Pale Man sightings across Skyrim. See on this map? Yes, there and there. For years I have tracked the location of every Pale Man attack. Each one brought me closer to its lair. These last two confirm it. The Pale Man must be on the northern coast between Dragon Bridge and Solitude. It won't escape me again.
How did it lead you before?
A decade ago, I tracked down a cave where the Pale Man brought its kills. For days I waited. Eventually, I left to replenish supplies. When I returned, I saw loose rocks and an empty crawl space. The damn thing had watched me the whole time.
Why didn't it attack you?
It only attacks the unsuspecting or vulnerable, and I was armed to the teeth. It's no mere beast. It's smart, cunning. But I have an idea on how we draw it out. Bait of an unusual variety. Would you be willing to help out?
You want me to act as bait?
Gods, no. I'm not willing to lose the only helpful person I've met in a decade. I need you to collect the ingredients and bring them to me on the northern coast. Then we'll draw out the creature and avenge its victims.
I'll help you. What do you need me to get?
The Pale Man likes to take people, so we'll make one for it, using Draugr parts treated with alchemy. This is where you come in. There is a crypt nearby. Dead Man's Respite.
Oh, Dead Man's
Chop
Respite.
up enough Draugr parts for a body. Then meet me on the northern coast.
Why do we need to assemble a Draugr instead of just picking up a Draugr body and carrying it with me?
The alchemical mixture I plan to use is necrotic, for lack of a better term. It only reacts with dead flesh. If we douse the living person with it, they die. But not before their flesh melted and they screamed a whole lot first. That's the stuff.
But why are you asking me to gather Draugr parts instead of just one Draugr?
No one knows what makes those walking corpses move. But we do know they stop moving if you hack them up enough. We need intact, non-moving parts to make a body that will draw out the Pale Man. One Draugr won't do, but parts of dozens, that might. Well, no, it's just the closest place I know to find them. Any Draugr will do, and if you know somewhere else to hunt them, their parts will work as well as any other. Just be careful. Those walking corpses look slow, but they are strong and mean.
How do we find the Pale Man's lair?
While you're out collecting the Draugr parts we need, I'll mix the potion, limp up to the coast, and find the lair. Once you have the Draugr parts, run along the northern coast between Dragon Bridge and Solitude, and look for me.
I have a theory about what's going on. I'm gonna wait to share it, just in case I'm wrong, but I've got a pretty strong theory about what the situation is. Also, Dead Man's Respite. I didn't realize that was in the game. That's really cool. Come. All right, so where are we going? Up there, huh? Where am I right now? Alright, we'll head over to the Morthal Way Shrine. And then we'll travel to the Solitude Way Shrine and then head along the coast from there. I should actually be right back while it's loading. Okay, let's do this. I do feel for you, Wrong Dad, but I'm gonna need you to be dying for a little bit longer. I'm not ready to help you yet. That sounds mean and callous? Yeah, it's because it is. What the hell? What just happened? Okay, that was weird. Did you see that, Joe? Stranger came upon our hold, ghostly for all to behold, mute and shivering by our fire. Oof. Alright, where is... Oh, this is his lair. This is probably his lair. There's a cave over here or something. There is a cave. I knew this was connected to a quest. I even walked in here and said, I'm pretty sure I'm going to come back here for a quest, and now I finally found it.
This must be the Pale Man's cave. See the bones? Wolves don't make patterns like this. And I've seen this before. At its old lair. A location this remote is perfect to grab folks who are alone. Told you it was clever. Did you get the Draugr parts?
I got what you asked for. What now?
To assemble them into a body that tempts the Pale Man. Take these sharp bones, jam them into the torso. Then stick the arms, legs, and head onto them. Gruesome work, but it should hold. Pour on the pungent mixture I've made, and you have your bait. Last time I found a crude table deep within its lair. There were remains with gnaw marks on them. I think that's where it eats. Search the lair for a similar table. Place the body on it, then pour on the mixture. And hold your breath. If this doesn't work, then come get me. I am not letting this thing escape again. It won't be killing any more people. If we have to, I'll be the bait. But I'd like to avoid that for as long as possible. Despite everything, I'd like to live.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Is that a Falmer? Yep, it's a Falmer. Well, I was incorrect. Wasn't even a Falmer vampire. It was just a Falmer. But that's how it lived so long. It was a Mer. Oh, I gotta send a congrats on that one. Black Wolf. Oh, I want that so much. Battered cat doll. Torn dog collar.
Was it in there? Were you able to kill it? What happened in there?
The monster you call the Pale Man is dead.
Then it's over. Shaw's bones, it's over. After so many years, that thing is really dead. I don't know how I can thank you. I lost everything and was ready to give it all up. But now, finally, justice.
I found these objects in a lair. Do you recognize them?
I don't... Wait. That ring. It can't be. It's Drendek's signet ring. Our mother gave it to him shortly before our hunting trip. And the Pale Man took Drendek. I always felt she blamed me for losing it. And for my brother. But now...
What about these other items?
These must be from all the other victims. Trophies of the lives it snatched. That means it wasn't hunting for food. It was proud of what it had done. I need to return these to the families. Aifia and Halbert. All of them deserve to know it's over.
Do you want me to bring the items to the families?
You've done more than enough for a broken old man. I'd like to see the faces of everyone when I tell them. It'll take a while with this limp, but I've got something to live for now. All I can offer you is this. Thank you.
Thank you. Somebody's crying for things. So, what happened was the Pale Man was a farmer who was going around and abducting people or animals and then eating them and taking a trophy from each of them to keep. Because you know how twisted Falmer are. And that's how it had lived so long, is because it was myrrh. So it has a much longer lifespan, so that's why it was still around. It's been around for so long. Well, I'm trying to discover this. There we go. No, 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 no. I'm not here for violence. I am, in fact, here for cheese. Alright, and if I'm not mistaken, that is a good place to stop. We did quite a bit of work today. We helped out the supply issue in Dragon Bridge. We helped Morthal rescue their, break the curse on their lost daughter. We saved this crew, the Silver Cornet, and ended the necromantic threats of Maxton. We helped a lady potentially stop a dragon from rising from the dead. Although I don't know if that Dragon Mound's still sealed in Skyrim or not. That's something that I definitely would want to look up and see if she actually did stop that dragon. And then we helped a man get revenge against a Falmer that had been plaguing this area for generations. So I think that's a good place to stop off here. Next week we will continue with next week we'll continue with our little kind of overland tour of Western Skyrim. Try to finish up a few of the quests that are just lying around. I'm going to be doing the dailies off screen, so I'll be doing the delves and the world bosses off screen. So you won't see me do those, but you'll see that I've accomplished them. There are some instruments and stuff inside them, so I could actually probably just do the world boss dailies and leave the delves to do on screen, and then I can start doing the delves off screen after I've done them on screen. Or next week I could just go and do one big loop of all the delves and that way they're all finished. I'll have to wait and see what we want to do next week. Anyways, for now, thank you for joining me for the first part of the Dark Heart of Skyrim, and I hope to see you next time as we continue to tackle the new DLC. Thank you very much, and goodbye.